Hello and welcome to week 6 of Composition 2. We're coming along really well. I'm really enjoying reading your thoughts. I have responded to your uh, final thoughts on They Called Us Enemy, so please read those. Um, some of you had some really good ideas. I definitely recommend that you read through those discussion boards and kind of see what other people are thinking about the book, because that's going to help you as you write your book review. We are starting to think about drafting our book review. We're going to have a draft due next week. The book review will be due, I think, week 8 or week 9. I'm trying to spread that out so you have some time to really think about it while also working on our topics. And so, in addition to thinking about our book review and wrapping that up, and you should hopefully be starting to draft your book review, we're going to be doing one of my favorite lessons, which is on stasis theory. It's really old. It's super old. It's the ancient Greeks, and it goes way back. But it's a way for us to think about your topics a little bit better, because the big research project we're doing, uh, which has 5 sections, which are an overview, a review of literature, a compare and contrast analysis or research analysis, and call to action, or sorry, instead of research analysis, let's call it an argument, and then a call to action, follow the stasis theory perfectly, because there's 5 parts to the stasis theory. There's fact, definition, cause, evaluation, and call to action. So we're ending with the same thing, and the evaluation we can think about as our argument. The cause can also be part of looking at our argument, and then the definition is our compare and contrast, and then the fact is our overview. So those all work together to help you really formulate what your paper is going to do. How do you get from one place to the next? How do you form an argument and then tell us what to do about it? And we've been working with that for a little bit in our discussion boards and all of our things that we're thinking about with our topic. So a lot of you have sent me some messages about your topic, which is great. Please contact me. We don't have that opportunity to talk in class, so you reaching out to me is really the only other way that we can figure out what works well for your topic. So we have that. This is really good. It's going to explain some things to help you think about your topic just a little bit more, because many of you are stuck on these broad topics like, well, this is bad, but what are we doing? Instead, we have to consider how things are being done and whether that process, that initiative that's going on is working. So some of your, a lot of you looked at sex trafficking as a potential topic. Well, yeah, nobody's out there saying, "Yay, let's support sex trafficking." No, people are saying, "Let's stop it." But we might say, "Well, what is being done wrong? How can we think of a different way?" And that might be your argument. What we're doing is not enough, or this isn't enough. Here's what we need to do. And that's going to lead you to your argument for your call to action. So you're going to start off saying, well, this is what's being done. Here's why it's not working. And here's all my research to support. So instead, we need a different tactic. Maybe we can do what this other group is doing, or what this other country is doing, or maybe we should try something completely different. Here's why it'll work. And that's our call to action. So they blend into each other. In addition, we have a reading assignment. We're going to read Charles Murray's Are Too Many People Going to College? I've added this because I think it's really interesting. We've had a lot of articles that focus on culture and race and things like that, what They Called Us Enemy and the culture war and The Other Side Is Not Dumb. Here we have Charles Murray, Are Too Many People Going to College? And this is really just a argument about education and what is the purpose of education. So it's really good in the sense that we should be thinking about it, but at the same time, it goes against a lot of our ideas of what is schooling for? Why are we going to school, and why do we need school? So I'm asking you to look at that, and just for fun, you should look at this Bureau of Labor Statistics and just look at your own major, because a lot of you have an idea of what you want to do, and Murray talks about, well, do you really need a degree? Well, I think you do. But I'm not going to say, go to a 4-year school and go $60,000 in debt just to not work in that field, right? So look at the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and it'll be very interesting for you to see if your field that you want to go into is the right field. So it does make some interesting points. Are we going to school because we think we have to, and that's what we've been told, or do we feel that's our path to happiness, to a quality of life that we want? So it's very interesting. Then we have a book review assignment. We're going to read that, and then my journal. 3 assignment is to help you start on drafting your book review. And it's a very simple draft. It's just, Dear Grandma, I read this book. Here's what it's about. Here's what I think. And a lot of you are already starting to do that in our discussion boards, which is awesome. So you're doing great work keeping up with this book, and you've said some really cool things. So I'm looking forward to reading these book reviews from you. So that's really all I have. Have a great week, and please contact me when you have questions.